guys and welcome. My name is Nicola Russell-Roy and I'm the founder of Propose PR and Propose PR Consultancy. Thank you for joining me today. So in today's video, I want to cover the topic of how to fall in love with your wedding business again. I've been running my agency for 10 years now, and if I'm really honest with you, I have experienced most emotions with running my business. There was the initial panic of, I've just left a really good paying job. I was the marketing manager for British Airways. There was the initial panic in the first 12 months of, what have I done? Is this going to work? What if this fails? Can I go back to my job? What am I doing? And then over the 10 years, it's like running a roller coaster, riding a roller coaster, as I should say. You have down days, you have good days. You have days where you want to literally bang your head against a brick wall. You have days where you want to cry. You have days of elation, happiness and joy, and a whole plethora of emotions. But is it normal to completely fall out of love with your business? Is it a warning sign that that's the time that you should quit? My answer is yes, it is normal, and probably no, you should not quit. If you haven't yet watched my personal burnout story, I'm going to leave the link for you below. Perhaps watch that and then maybe come back to this one. So for those of you who don't know, I suffered with burnout or adrenal fatigue last October. And around November and December and January, I found it really hard to be in love with my business. I found it really hard to have the mojo and the motivation to come to my desk and come into this office every single day saying, yes, today's the day. I'm going to have a fantastic day at work. I love what I do. I'm feeling creative and passionate. It wasn't happening. You know, I was burnt out. I was tired. I had no energy. I had no enthusiasm for anything whatsoever. And what did I do? I went with the flow. I didn't beat myself up. I went with the flow, and instead I did what I needed to do to keep my business going. I recruited more people, had more people in my team. I outsourced what I could. The big part of my job is that people buy me, they buy me and my expertise. So there was still a big proportion of my job that I was responsible for, but that was fine. It was the creativity of my job that I had lost my mojo for. So I did the work that I had to do, and then I got help where I could. And then what I did in my personal life was I focused on the things that made me feel good. I did the things that did bring me some joy and enthusiasm, and for me that was listening to music that I love. I live right down by the sea. I spent a lot of time outdoor with nature, exercising for me is great. It makes me feel upbeat. If I go more than 2 days and I can't exercise, I'm a nightmare to be around, just ask my husband. So I did all the things that made me feel good, and if I'm honest, it was a good 2-3 months that this falling out of love with my business occurred. Not once though did I think, should I quit? I just recognised, having experienced this many times in my 10 years, this is normal. In my opinion, it's abnormal to be in love with your business all of the time, especially in today's society where it's fast paced. People expect email responses from you straight away. There's the pressure of a wedding business owner to always perform, and you've got social media. It's a lot. So never once did I think, is now the time to quit. No, I just recognised the feelings and I went with it, and I knew that there was light at the end of the tunnel, but I knew that that light at the end of the tunnel wasn't just going to come back on. I was going to have to work at it. It's that with anything that you initially love and you've fallen out of love, it needs work. So for me, I took myself off one day to the coffee shop and I thought, why did I start Propose PR? What was my initial driving force behind starting my business? What do I love about my job? What excites me about my job? What have I lost? And there were a lot of answers that came up, and it then made me think about what I need to do to move my business forward. And it really came down for me about this potential business growth there, but I was trying to do everything. mainly because I'm a control freak. I like to do everything myself. Although I have an excellent team in place, I was having a really hard time with delegating. So it's a case of trying to take everything on. So if you are a small business owner watching this and you are the person that's responsible for doing everything, or perhaps you have a really small team and you have fallen out of love with your business, I just want to share with you that it's normal. It happens to the best of us. Go with the flow. Do the things that make you feel good. Come back to your business, even if it's buying some lovely new stationery, prepping up your office area or space, whatever it is. I just want to say, happens to all of us. Don't feel bad about it. And you do come back with lots of new energy, lots of new passion, lots of new enthusiasm, and good things are waiting for you. So that's it for me, guys. Wishing you a wonderful day and see you soon.